Tom Dodd took over as the head swimming coach at Whitworth University in the fall of 1987. The Whitworth Aquatic Center had been completed in 1984, and a varsity team reemerged on campus in the fall of 1985. Tom's early teams were a ragtag but dedicated group of swimmers that rarely made a splash at regionals and national competitions. But it didn't take too long before Tom began recruiting the kind of student athletes who would transform the Pirate swimming program into a district and national power. Dodd had been coaching in Spokane for several years, consolidating the disparate age group swimming programs within the city into one regional youth swimming stronghold. His Whitworth teams improved slowly but steadily. Matt Snow was his first NAIA All-American in 1990. Nani Blake followed the next year as the first female All-American, and Blake would become the first individual national champion in Whitworth swimming history. She won the 1650-yard freestyle in 1993. In 1996, led by Jerry and Jeff Rice, Whitworth had its first national championship relay. And the men's team finished as NAIA runners-up. Led by Shannon Braun and Jan Okada, the women's team posted 4 consecutive top 5 team finishes at the NAIA championships from 1995 through 1998. According to Keith Lambert, a team captain on one of Tom's earliest teams, Tom was the perfect person to help guide the blossoming Whitworth swimming program. Tom understood he was working with 18 to 22-year-olds who, despite being Whitworth students, didn't always make the right choices, Lambert said. He understood his role as coach was not just to provide a workout, but also to provide support on our journey to becoming who we were meant to be. Tom never once had to state Whitworth's mission statement because he lived it by example. And when Whitworth transitioned to the NCAA in 1999, the success continued. Kevin Wong became a back-to-back NCAA Division III national champion in the 400 IM, and the men's team had a pair of top 10 finishes in 2002 and 2003. Over the course of his 16 years at Whitworth, Tom coached 6 different swimmers to individual national championships and also had 2 national championship relays. Tom didn't allow us to take the easy path and then lie to ourselves about it, said Steve Schott, Whitworth's current head coach and an All-American swimmer himself. Tom was honest, and he forced us to be honest with ourselves. He taught us how to believe in ourselves, and he taught us accountability. Because he did, I think a lot of us rose to a level as swimmers and as people that was higher than we otherwise would have reached. And yet Tom's impact on the individuals he coached goes way beyond the laps and time swum. A swimming coach has to be the master of stroke technique, but also a psychologist and an expert in human physical dynamics and biochemistry. He has to find young people who are willing to practice twice a day, including 5 a.m. workouts, for most of the school year. Tom spent hours reading swimming articles and writing challenging practices with an end game of having his swimmers peak at the right time, said national champion Nani Blake. Prior to swimming for Whitworth, most of us had never used more than a kickboard and a pull buoy at practice. Tom was ahead of his time because he regarded swimming as science. Tom was well recognized by his fellow coaches within the Northwest and NAIA. He was named Northwest Conference Coach of the Year, either men or women, 8 times. He was named NAIA District Coach of the Year in 1989 and NAIA National Men's Coach of the Year in 1996. Over the course of 16 terrific seasons, Tom's swimmers produced more than 250 individual All-American or honorable mention performances in the NAIA and NCAA. He had almost 90 All-Americans or honorable mention relays. Schott summed up his feelings for Tom this way: "He was more than a coach for me. In many ways, he was a father figure, a mentor, and a friend. I've always looked up to him, and I probably always will. I know a lot of my teammates feel the same way I do." Ladies and gentlemen, for the trophy cases packed with hardware his swimmers won at district and national championship meets, for the profound impact he had on 16 years worth of Pirate student athletes, and for the standard of excellence he established for a long, successful Whitworth program, the Whitworth Crimson Club and Heritage Gallery Selection Committee are proud to present for induction into the Heritage Gallery Hall of Fame, Tom Dodd.